The Los Angeles Chargers got to be cursed. Every year they're dealing with injuries. There's something going on with this team. But this year it's not just injuries. It's also coaching. This team has been a major disappointment. What's up, YouTube? It's All Pro Sports Talk, the home of sports talk. Hit subscribe button if you're new. Also hit the like button. I am extremely disappointed in this team. All the moves they made, getting J.C. Jackson, getting Khalil Mack, his parents shredding up the defense, helping out the offensive line. It doesn't even matter because guess what? Everybody is hurt. Justin Herbert ribs have not been the same since that Thursday night game against the Kansas City Chiefs when he got pile drived into the turf. Then I'm looking at Keenan Allen. He's going to miss some time. He's still dealing with injuries. He tried to fight back against the Denver Broncos in that game, and then he tried to come back against the Seattle Seahawks. He didn't play against the Denver Broncos, but he tried. He was warming up, just couldn't do it. Only 14 snaps against the Seattle Seahawks. It's not going to work. Got to let him heal up. Mike Williams is down as well. The whole entire team is just, it has to be cursed. I don't understand what's going on. I really don't. I really think that it's the injuries and the coaching that's hurting this team the most. Mostly the coaching. Jalen Guyton was the only deep threat that they have on this team, and he's going to miss some games as well. He's on IR. I am just extremely disappointed. And a lot of people wanted the team to make a move for a wide receiver. To be completely honest with you, they can't make any more moves. You made all your moves in the offseason. It sucks because now you can't even throw the ball down the field. That's what happened in the Seattle Seahawks game. You know, you did have Michael Bandy, who I think will be a good wide receiver soon, but him and Justin Herbert do not have the chemistry right now. He was getting open sometimes, but Justin Herbert would miss them because they don't have the chemistry. Then you have DeAndre Carter, who I really like as well. But these aren't number 1 and 2 wide receivers on your team. It's the reason these guys are behind Mike Williams. It's the reason they're behind Keenan Allen, because they're not ready to take off this year. They need some more development. So with the lack of being able to throw the football down the field now, and the offensive system I already had questions about with Joe Lombardi, I am extremely concerned. And that the wide receivers aren't even the biggest part of the issue for this team. Rashawn Slater, their best offensive lineman, tore his biceps earlier in the season. He's going to miss the rest of the season. And how did Justin Herbert get hurt this season? By getting sacked. He's already getting hit a lot and getting tagged a lot. When you go back and look at that Seattle Seahawks game, they were just sitting on the line of scrimmage. You had everybody playing 10 yards and up. They're not even worried about a deep threat anymore. This team already had a lack of speed to wide receiver position, but you could get big players, guys like Keenan Allen and Michael Williams. It's not going to happen anymore. And now you just can't go out there and solely depend on Austin Ekeler and Justin Herbert over and over again. And there's no creativity to the offense to begin with. So that also hurts this team as well. Brandon Staley, this is when your defense is supposed to show up at its best. Instead, it's not showing up at all. They have one of the worst scoring defenses in all of football. And that was when they had J.C. Jackson, who has missed the majority of the season with injury, with an ankle injury. He's going to miss the rest of the season with a knee injury. So far, it's been a horrible signing. Khalil Mack has been decent for this team, but guess what? Joey Bosa hasn't been healthy as well. He's dealing with injuries also. This entire team is just, nothing can go right. You do have some good secondary players, and Asante Samuel Jr. and Derwin James, they're good players, and Nazir Adderley, but they're so injury riddled. And it's coaching in general. Regardless of what happens this season, if this team misses the playoffs, Brandon Staley's fired. He should have been brought back from last year when they almost tied with the Las Vegas Raiders to get into the playoffs. The Las Vegas Raiders beat them, so they took the final playoff spot and to push the Pittsburgh Steelers in. It's just ridiculous. This entire thing is just ridiculous. I am extremely disappointed in this team. They are huge underachievers. Huge underachievers. Most of it is because of coaching. When they were healthy, they still didn't look like world beaters. It's because of the coaching. Brandon Staley looks like he's in over his head. I'm mostly concerned about how Justin Herbert's going to look moving forward. They're coming off a bye week, and the last time we saw him, they were getting punched in the mouth by the Seattle Seahawks. Now, it could be major changes being made, but they didn't make any moves at the trade deadline, which I agree with. A lot of people say that this season is a wash. Not just yet. They're still second in their division, and they can still make the playoffs. I believe if Keenan Allen can just get healthy just a little bit, just 80%, that would help out a lot. But damn, all the injuries this team is suffering with. I swear, it's every single year. It's supposed to be their year. I always hear this, even back to the Phillip Rivers days, someone gets hurt. someone gets hurt or something major happens to where this team, they just can't get over the hump. But you're not going to have a happy owner with this team. And the general manager he doesn't deserve to get a lot of the blame, because you went out there and you got a great corner in J.C. Jackson at the time, and Brandon Staley just wasn't playing him to the same system he was playing with the New England Patriots. He's trying to play him in a different system. I'm just concerned about this team. I don't know how they're going to look moving forward. They could honestly go 0-3 in their next couple of games easily, because they can't throw the ball down the field if you don't have any healthy wide receivers, and if you can't protect Justin Herbert, and you already have one of the worst scoring defenses in all of football. I don't know what to tell you. You can't run the football 30 times a game with Austin Eckler. He's an excellent running back, but it's going to take more than him and Justin Herbert on his offense to get things going. So let me know in the comment section below, am I tripping about the Los Angeles Chargers, or am I on to something? I think this team's in deep trouble. Not only just that, but you made all these moves. You can't say we had to wait for teams to get healthy. You're in a tough AFC conference. If this team was to go against the Buffalo Bills right now, oh man, they would get punched right out. They were struggling with teams like the Cleveland Browns. You're struggling against teams like the Denver Broncos. I just don't understand what's going on, man. Mostly it's injuries, but I believe it's really coaching. I think that you need a coaching shakeup. It's a coaching crisis in LA, and I'm not talking about the Rams. So let me know in the comment section how you feel about the team, how you feel about the coaching staff. Do you think this team will be able to bounce back? But right now, this team is a major disappointment. I know I'm tripping by saying that they're second in the division. They could easily still win their division, but the way they lost against the Kansas City Chiefs Thursday night, that is going to be the game that everyone looks at. That is the game that they should have won, and they lost by 3 because of an interception that was ran back. Because of lack of creativity on the offense. We're going to look back at that game and say that was the game that could have changed their season. I guarantee you that was the game. If they were to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, they would be first place in their division right now. They would be number 1 if they were to beat the Chiefs. If they would have derailed the Chiefs season, they needed that game. They needed it. And I look at it, they got outcoached by Andy Reid, and they got outcoached by Pete Carroll. Those 2 games are 2 games that are pivotal because they need it. Because you're going into the deep end of your schedule right now. And you're coming off a bye week and players are still injured. So let me know in the comment section how you feel about that. New to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, when each and every last one of you guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.